Media, one on Mr. Sly Media right here. This right here is my review on Fast X that just came out tonight. Wow, Fast X. Good movie, definitely a good movie. They're going for the vibes. I heard a lot of people say this, but they're going back to how Fast 5, Fast 6, Fast 7, how that worked, This mention, not to say I actually enjoyed 8 and 9 and 10. I actually enjoyed them a lot because I'm just a Fast and Furious fan, period. But my favorite Fast and Furious movie of all time is 6, so I'm glad it went back. They're going back that route. Also, talk about later in this film how they brought up a bunch of characters from Fast 6 as well. So, they went back down to this route, but this movie's epic. It's fun, street race, a little bit of street racing, not that much, but the action, the fight scenes were top tier. Definitely, the action sequences in this are definitely good. So, man, oh man, Fast, like I said, Fast X. I feel like they're going back that route, so I like that. I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna get to the plot of the film. We all kind of know it. Jason Momoa's character, which Jason Momoa does an awesome job as a character down to this villain. He kills it, nails it as a villain. He wants revenge for his father Reyes getting killed by Dom and his team. So he pretty much comes up with every way possible to try to kill him and take him down, split the team up and everything. Pretty much they get first of all how he sets them up is when he uses Rome and lies to tell Rome about a job that he feels like Mr. Nobody and the rest of the crew have for him and all that, which Rome thinks it is, but it's not. It's really Dante just setting them up and getting all of them together, try to kill them and take them down by having them feel like they defusing something else. They're defusing a big bomb. So from then on, right there in the film, there's all action, non-stop and everything like that. Gives Infinity War vibes. My Marvel fans who know about it, you see in the back, I'm a big Marvel fan. Infinity War. It's giving off Infinity War vibes. That's kind of how this movie feels like. It feels like just like Infinity War. Non-stop action, fight sequences and all. That's why I said this probably is my favorite one I've seen since Fast 7. It's not better than Fast 7, but it's around the same areas around as good as Fast 5 and Fast 6 were and Fast 7 were. So that's what it feels like, non-stop action. I love a movie like that where it's non-stop action, going at it and all that and everything. So it got back to that vibe. So it feels like Infinity War, especially how it ends. It ends on a cliffhanger. But you get a lot of surprise cameos at the end to feel like, okay, this is going to be like some all-star team up. Because I think after this one, they are going to do another one, and then another one after that. They're going to do like a whole trilogy after this. So crazy. Like I said, talked about it before in a later video when I said about in Fast and the Furious when I was like, oh man, this movie started back when I was a kid, like in elementary school when Fast and Furious 1 came out in 2001. Now we're in 2023, and this film, I just hit 30. And now these films are going to be going on while I'm in my 30s. Pretty much almost to my mid-30s, these films are going to still be going on. That's what makes it so like, wow, man, so crazy, man. That's why I love Fast and Furious so much. It's probably my favorite franchise films besides Shrek. I like Shrek as well. I'm not kind of Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's a whole different thing with the superhero thing. But just film franchise, probably Fast and Furious and Shrek. Shrek is like one of my, favorite franchises growing up as a kid. Did any Shrek movie I still see to this day. That's why I like Puss in Boots. Went to go see that. And I went to go see that, but I saw Puss in Boots online just because I'm a big Shrek fan. And that whole series and all that. And hopefully, like the way they're going to do another Shrek film. But, yeah, so that's how I feel about Fast and Furious. So this film, another nail biter for me, definitely hit big. They tone it down a little on too much of the action scenes. They still make Vin Diesel like he's some kind of superhero. But, hey, I don't care. I deal with it. I like it. They make him look like how he is with his Triple X character. Which, I love Triple X, by the way, anyway. So, I don't have no problem with it. I'm not one of the people complaining about it. So, but that's what's going on in this. But that's what's going on in this film. So let me talk about the cameos. We see at the end, like when Vin Diesel's finna get taken down by Dante and all that. We don't see what happens, but we see Michelle Rodriguez's character Letty, and Laura. I forgot Charlize Theron's character's name, but we see her character. They're like they're in some kind of mountain, Antarctica or something like that, in the winter, real cold and all that. And we see pop up looking to save them is Gal Gadot. Charlize Theron's character says, "Yes, I told you. Don't you like my idea?" I'm like, oh snap, Gal Gadot's back and all that. I'm suggesting maybe she's back because I feel like I don't know what DCU's doing with Wonder Woman character, because Wonder Woman 2 for sure to me definitely was as good as like the first one was. So I don't know if they're not going and not move forward with it. Wonder Woman. I don't think James Gunn said he's done Wonder Woman. I know for sure he says he's done with Superman. Henry Cavill's done with Superman, but I don't know about Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. That's why I wonder why. That's probably why she came back, because maybe they're not doing anything with Wonder Woman anymore or something like that. They may be moving forward with something different with Wonder Woman, not involving Gal Gadot at all. That's what it seems like. So that's why I guess she decided to return to the Fast franchise and all. So she's back, and it's only interesting to see when Han sees her again. It's gonna be just so epic when Han sees her again, because that's what makes it good too. Because I'm like, Han, they even talk about it again in the film where like Han's on dating websites trying to find love and everything like that, because he hasn't had nobody since then, because like she died in Fast 6, so that came out in 2013. So and we're in 2023. It's like, wow, I think about, dang, it's like 10. That's pretty much 10 years ago, almost like 10 years ago now. So it's like he hasn't been. I don't know if the film is going by how the year has gone and everything like that, but it's like, yeah, it's 10 years since he's found somebody since her. That was like his true love. So it'd be epic to see them back together. See how it happens when he sees her and all. Kind of like how it was when his people from Tokyo Drift, Bow Wow and them had saw him again. So interesting to see how this goes. So we get a cameo for her. Then we get the cameo from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He's back. Luke Hobbs is back. So, wow, that's another epic. We see Jason Momoa talking in the background saying, "You didn't want to pull the bullet on my father," and all that. So I'm definitely coming after you. So I'm wondering, because I'm like, because it was Hobbs the one that pulled the bullet on him. So I'm wondering, like, is that what he's, dang, is The Rock coming back at all? Because he said he and Vin Diesel had beef. They feel like Vin Diesel had too much of ego and all and everything like that. But I kind of figured he would come back. There was a rumor that he could be coming back because Shazam movie that came out, they shouldn't do so well. They're not moving forward with that story with him and Henry Cavill as Superman. So I'm like, I guess he probably was like, yeah, he put the ego to the side and put his difference aside with Vin, because he probably is like, dang, yeah, I could probably, I am kind of free now because it's not a DCU ain't doing nothing. So he finally decided, I guess, to go on over there and do Fast and the Furious. And I wonder will we get Luke and Hobbs too as well, because I'm one of the people that enjoyed. I was kind of pretty much entertained by the Shaw and Hobbs movie. I actually liked that movie, so I was maybe they might go back and do a sequel now for it and everything like that, or they might just integrate, have it all come together in the Fast and the Furious movies and all that. Because it seems like he's back on board now. Because like I said, since DCU's not doing anything with Shazam, I guess like he's going ahead and probably not Shazam. I'm tripping. Oh my goodness, I meant Black Adam. Since the Black Adam, well, Shazam didn't do that well either as well. So of course, like and all that, but that's a whole different thing. But since Black Adam ain't do so well and all that, that's why Dwayne Rock Johnson probably said, "Hey, I'll do Fast and Furious." It's like it was probably a late minute thing too. They probably filmed that scene actually this year. They probably filmed that cameo for this year because he probably was like, yeah, DCU ain't really working out. They not with my plan. So he probably was like bumping. I go back to the Fast and Furious franchise. That kind of pretty much made Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson this big action star. Because after he was in Fast and the Furious, and he made that whole franchise go all the way up. It's like that's how his film, his whole filming career has been all the way up since then. So, but he is back and all and everything like that. Because he's a big part of that storyline too from Fast 5. So I'm glad that, they put it with the revenge thing. This is a real revenge type of storyline. So this is going to make it epic, make it good. And also, of course, John Cena's in there as well. John Cena steals the show as usual in this film. Like I said, John Cena is one of them actors. He reminds me kind of people might critique me on this, but he kind of reminds me of Channing Tatum. When you put Channing Tatum in the certain amount of role, like how Channing Tatum, he was had this big role when he was doing all these films and all that, he was in the right role as a film. You put John Cena in the right role in a film, he kills it. And he kills it definitely as Vin Diesel, not Vin Diesel's character's younger brother, pretty much, Dominic Toretto's younger brother in this film. Especially the scenes he has with Dominic Toretto's son. Definitely epic. So, man, I enjoyed this film. Definitely was entertained by it. So, I enjoyed the 2 cameos and all that. We got Hobbs coming back, and we got Giselle, Gal Gadot's character. We got her coming back as well. So, both of those guys, both of them came from the DCU. Coincidentally enough, both of them came from the DCU. And like I said, I don't know what James Gunn's doing over there with DC, but it seems like he has a whole new different kind of vision and all that. We'll definitely get a more idea of what his plan is, especially at the end of Flashpoint when it comes out next month. So, but it seems like, they're both going back to their original franchise with Fast and the Furious. So, I can't wait what they got in store for the next 2 films. We got to wait another whole year, though, pretty much. I think the next one doesn't come out till 2025, and then the next one might not come out till 2027. So it's going to be a minute. But, wow, like I said, I enjoy these films. I definitely love Fast and Furious. I always give these movies a 6.5 out of 10, and this one is no different. I love these Fast and the Furious film franchise. Like I said, you don't go see Fast and the Furious films for storylines or anything like that. You go see them for action and nonstop and just straight up nonsense. That's what you go to them for. So all the big action sequence and just the crazy stuff and all that. That's why you go watch them. You don't go watch them for a big storyline or anything like that. So this film is still good. If you're a fan of the Fast and the Furious franchise, you definitely should go see it. Definitely should watch it. If you're a fan of the film and that whole franchise and all that. If not, then yeah, maybe not. But if you're a fan of the Fast and the Furious film franchise, yeah, definitely go see it and check it out. So I enjoyed it. I'm entertained by it. So you definitely should go see Fast and Furious. You haven't. Go see it. So, like I always say, if you like the content, please go ahead and say like and subscribe button to Sly Media right here. Like I said, stay tuned with me next. I'm going to do a review on Titans. I thought about it, but I'm going to do a review on Titans as well and all that since Titans ended its whole series, its 4th season. So I'm going to dissect and talk about that, what I thought about the whole TV series and all everything like that. And I will do a review on Flash. I thought about it. The Flash series finale starts next week along with Power Book 2 Ghost series finale is on next week as well. So stay tuned for those 2 videos as well. But tomorrow I will do a review on Titans. So stay tuned for that when I do a review on Titans. But I will do a review on Titans' this series finale. I mean, on Flash, this series finale, because that TV series went on since 2014. So I'm definitely going to do a review on that, dissect, and talk about that. And I'll do a review on Ghost, this season 3 of Ghost, because that was real good, man. The season 3 of Ghost, man. That's probably was his best season I've seen so far for Tariq's spinoff. He really kind of grew developed as a character in his 3rd season of the spinoff. Still not my favorite, but he, you know what I'm saying, that's definitely like probably one of my favorite seasons so far of his spinoff of his 3rd season. So stay tuned for all that coming. Like I always say, y'all be blessed. Y'all have a good night. It's Sly Media. I'm out.